Hi everyone, in this episode I'm going to make keto teriyaki beef in zucchini boats. So let's get started. Okay, so first step is to prepare all the vegetables that will go into our teriyaki beef, and we'll be using our homemade teriyaki, keto teriyaki sauce that we made previously. So that is essentially what really makes this dish ketogenic. So I'll just prepare the vegetables. So we have all of our vegetables now chopped up, ready to go into our fry pan, but we will be actually popping this mixture into a zucchini boat. So I'm going to use some of the big zucchini, the centre of the zucchini, for part of our meat filling. So I'm just going to halve the zucchini down the middle. Just try and get that as centered as possible. And then I'm going to scoop out the center. So just with a teaspoon, just scoop out the center. You need to leave a fair wall to be able to hold the mixture. I just want to scoop out enough to sit the meat into. Like so, and now I'll just under time lapse do the rest of them just to speed the process up. Okay, so now we've finished scraping out those zucchinis, I'm going to pop them on a plate and put them in the fridge until our meat is ready. And it's at that point we will fill the boats up. Okay, I might tidy up this mess and then we can get started on cooking our meat. Our next step is to heat up our pan in readiness to cook all of our ingredients together. So I'm just going to start with a tablespoon of peanut oil. Now I am cooking with a kilo of beef mince today because I will use half of this mixture for this meal, which is the boats, and the other half of the mixture I'm going to pop in the freezer for another night's meal. So we will have cauliflower rice. So it's always a good idea to prepare more than what you need, especially for these meals that can be frozen. It just makes life a little bit easier throughout the week. So now that our pan's hot, just going to add firstly our onions. And I'll just fry those off for a minute or so. I'm going to add the beef mince. Now this beef mince is not the Heart Smart, it's got a bit of fat in it, which just makes it a bit juicier. I'll just break up that mince as I'm putting it in. It just makes it easier as it's cooking then to break it up. Just stir that mince through and get that cooked. Now as this mince cooks through, I'm just breaking it up so it doesn't clump together. And then I'm going to go ahead and add the hard vegetables first. So we're just going to add in the carrot. And I'll add in the broccoli. So that's 150 grams of carrot, 150 grams of broccoli. And then we have 100 grams of the snow peas that are chopped up. And then finally I'm going to add the middle of our zucchinis. Add some salt and pepper. Just want to give that a good mix through. To this mixture, I'm now going to add a cup of our keto teriyaki sauce. So it doesn't have any sugar. It's got the xylitol as a sweetener and a little bit of honey, which you'll find the video linked in the description. Add that sauce in. If you had teriyaki sauce left over, you can actually store that in the fridge for a week, and you could freeze it if you really wanted to. But we've used all of ours today. Our final step is to add a teaspoon of chili flakes. If you don't prefer to have a bit of spice into your dish, then just leave it out. Okay, I'm just going to leave that now for 10 to 15 minutes just to soften the veggies and thicken up the sauce. Okay, that's 10 minutes now that our meat has been simmering for, and it's looking pretty good. So what I'm going to do now is get half of this mixture into our zucchini boats. So let's get that done. Okay, so I've just got a oven-proof dish and I've lined that with some paper, and I'm just going to sink in 2 of the boats. I actually am going to cook 2 for dinner tonight, and I'm going to freeze 2 for another night. So I'm just going to grab that meat. We don't want too much liquid, so just make sure that your boats aren't full of too much liquid, because there is quite a lot of liquid in zucchinis. Have it, our 2 zucchini boats that we'll be cooking tonight, and so I'm just going to pop these in the oven for 20 minutes and see you on the other side. So our boats are ready.